Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Sophia Olivas, co-founder and CEO of EverSmart City. EverSmart City is a mixed-use IRL smart community built with shipping containers to provide affordable housing powered by renewable energy. It has sustainable agriculture and is integrated with blockchain technology. The pilot city will be built in Phoenix, Arizona by the end of 2023.
My name is Mark Anthony, co-founder of EverSmart City. And if it's your first time ever checking one of our videos out, please hit the like button. Also subscribe because we're going to be dropping videos every day, and this is just the beginning. So make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified as soon as those videos get released each day. And as well, check out all of our previous videos. We have a lot of videos that go more in depth of kind of what we're going to be talking about today. So if this video here um, sparks your interest, definitely go back, watch our old videos, and also join us on Discord where we really continue this conversation deeper with you guys. We want to get to know you guys, introduce yourselves, jump in the Discord, share some articles, share some information with us. We love to learn and collaborate and look for ways to partner with people. So definitely join the Discord, join the conversation, and get to know us. But today we're going to be talking about sustainable developments and EverSmart City. So
All
we
right,
have,
so
go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys like what's the definition of sustainable development? It's the economic development that's conducted without depletion of natural resources. In previous episodes, we discussed the SDG statistics in each area and how they're used for measuring sustainable development. So you can look at our previous ones, and we use the UN SDG goals for that. An alternative approach to measure sustainable development is using the UN's Human Development Index as well and the ecological footprints. And that allows us to visually track sustainable development over time. So Mark's going to discuss how EverSmart City is a sustainable development.
So this project's really interesting because there's a bunch of different ways that we've implemented and created sustainability from a bunch of different aspects. So one of the first kind of ones that's easy to knock out of the way is our renewable energy. For this project here in Phoenix, we're going to be utilizing solar energy, which is renewable energy. We're going to be building a 2 megawatt solar system with battery storage that will allow us to power the whole community and even have excess energy or extra storage. And we came up with that size system based off of national and regional averages on the typical household in America or in Arizona. So we used those statistics over the past 5 years and built a system that could um, power 300 homes and businesses, as well as our community garden. So our community garden is another sustainability aspect that's really exciting about this project, is because the community garden allows for um, the residents inside the community have an opportunity to grow their own food. If not grow their own food, they can grow their food. They can grow food for our farmers market inside the community. Why this is really interesting to me is that um, not only are we going to be integrating blockchain with our gardening and growing to help with the supply chain management, we call it seed to sale. So really, the blockchain will be a digital ledger that records all the information in terms of growing, water, light, pH balance, all the statistics and data of the growing process of each plant, but also the numbers for the sales. And what this will help us do in terms of being more sustainable is our community garden is going to be in a controlled climate. It's going to be an indoor building. So we're going to be using a lot of that solar energy that we're collecting from our batteries or from our solar panels and our batteries. So one of the things that using blockchain can help us be more sustainable is from the seed to sale, we'll have a better understanding of the demand for the market, what type of fruits, vegetables, and produce that people want to buy, what people are buying. And this will give us a more direct line on what to grow and when to grow it. And this can save us from a lot of wasted energy in terms of overgrowing if we're overgrowing too much produce, we could waste a lot of electricity, as well as water. Starting this project in Phoenix, Arizona, was really ideal for our future model going forward into undeveloped countries and communities. For the fact that Arizona has one thing that's kind of uncommon in America is that we have a water shortage. We don't have that much water in Arizona, which is very untypical for an American city. But one thing that created an opportunity for us was to begin to utilize and implement black water recycling as well as gray water recycling. And there's a lot of things that we can do with that to help us become more sustainable in terms of water waste, since Arizona's and California are kind of going through a drought, a long one too. That all of the gray waters, so say waters from sinks, um, and water from any rain capturing, say the rain drainage, that we can recapture, reclean, or refilter, and then reuse that water and reuse it in our community garden to supplement the water being grown there. So it's one of the ways that we can implement new age technology and systems to help us become more sustainable and coming back into our way with nature. So our community garden is going to be very exciting, as well as it's going to be the blockchain is also going to be there. All that data can be used for education, really understanding. It's not just going to help us in terms of allocating our resources in terms of water and energy, but it will be able to also teach the people who are growing the food, the people in the community, and even the people who are the end users, who are people buying this food from the farmers market, helping them get more understanding and closer to the gardening and farming process. Right now, um, with mass produce and grocery stores, we've become very separated from um the farming process, and a lot of people have lost understanding, knowledge, and knowing how to do it. But a lot of people don't know how to grow their own food. So that's one of the most powerful things that this community can provide with our community gardens and being sustainable, is that people will begin to come back closer to a time or a way of human living where people are growing their own food and less mass farming and mass produce and mass grocery store shopping. It will get people a little bit back closer towards kind of a nature, learning how to grow their food, learning what to grow, the different processes. So it'll be a great educational tool and helping humanity become more sustainable by them being able to care for and nurture for themselves by growing their own food. So that's going to be a really exciting part of the community. Um, Mentioned the blockchain as well as the other Internet of Things, the IoT tech that we have throughout the whole community. Some of it will be a dark sky community, which in a dark sky community, the advantages are reducing light pollution, which include an increased number of stars visible at night, reducing the effects of electric lighting on the environment, and it improves the well being, health, and safety of both the people and the wildlife, and it cuts down on our energy usage at nighttime. Like I said, because we're going to be using all of our energy from our stored energy, so it also help us be more sustainable in that sense. Having a dark sky community. Another thing that we're going to be implementing as well as a array of hemp products. Some of the more ones that we're going to use right off the bat are going to be things like hempcrete, in terms of walkways or even stucco on buildings. If those who don't know what stucco is, it's a kind of a spray foam concrete that they put on houses here in Arizona, New Mexico, or just in the Southwest to help them kind of um, battle the sun. Old Pueblo style homes in the past, ancient Aztecs mines, they used a lot of clay. So what we're going to be doing is using hemp, and one of the things that's going to be really powerful is that it helps us be carbon negative because the hemp recaptures the CO2 emissions. So using hemp products both in concrete on the stucco, as well as hemp insulation. So implementing hemp as much as we can inside the community, as well as other vegetation that supports the natural environment um, of the local ecosystem or the natural habitat. Right, we're going to be um, pretty much, instead of bringing foreign plants in for aesthetics, we're going to be using all the natural local plants and vegetation to really promote the health of the natural habitat around us and to absorb a lot of the CO2. Um, the last thing that we're going to do to help sustainability is having a no driving or a pedestrian only community. This helps in a lot of ways. The people inside the community don't necessarily need their own vehicles. They can do all their commerce, shopping, and anything that they might need from a vendor in terms of product or service can be found within the community. So saving on vehicle expenses, gas, especially, as well as emissions. All those CO2 emissions from vehicles can now be saved, as well as time. All those things are different elements that we're combining together to create a sustainable community with EverSmart. Um, as well as, since it's going to be pedestrian only, our parking will be customizable IoT that saves energy, a parking lot technology that tells you where the available parking spots are and are not to save you time, and gas to make our community as sustainable as we can get.
Yes, we're very excited to show how sustainable development is a much more lucrative way to build going forward. Thank you so much for joining us at EverSmart City, where technology enhances the human experience.